Hello everyone, welcome to the video, and this video is going to be on my October portfolio review. Let's jump straight in there and see how it's going. Hello everyone, welcome. We're going to go and do my October review. I know I'm a few days late, but I've been super busy at work. As you probably know, we're going into lockdown again Thursday, so I've been working a lot, we're getting ready for it. Talking about lockdown, now, is anybody else, it's Monday morning, and lockdown is coming on Thursday. Did anybody else wake up this morning and expect to see a big crash again like March? I did, and I've been pleasantly surprised today that it's all green. All the UK stocks are green so far from opening. Can anyone predict what's going to happen? I can't. I was about ready to put another £1,000 into my account this morning and get spending, but they've not crashed as I thought they would. So we'll keep an eye on how it goes. As for this last month in review, it was an okay start. You're all probably aware, the last week and a half of the month has been terrible. We've seen stocks fall 5-10%. You can't catch a break, can I? But as I'm about to show you at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a screenshot of my actual true P&L and ROI, because when you see the Trading 212 account, it just says -5%, -£100. It's not quite true and accurate, as you all know that have Trading 212. It doesn't take into account your past trades. So we'll have a look at the phone first, we'll have a look how the month has gone, and then we'll have a look at some screenshots at the end to show you what I truly am at. Let's jump into the video now and let's take a look how October went. So that's the state of the account at the minute. I've currently got £2,362.81 in, of which is invested is 2,254. Current daily figures I'm quite surprised at. We're 0.64% up on FTSE 100. We're 1.7% up on All World. We're down slightly on Legal and General, which is still really low at the minute. And Shell's making a bit of a comeback over the last couple of days, from £8 something up to £9.48. GlaxoSmithKline is also up as well, and the US markets are not open yet. So taking a look at the portfolio for the month, as you can see, I'm 5.6% down. What a rubbish last week. That is where it's all gone. And at some points I was down nearly 8%, which I was really worried about. But it's not been like that for the whole month. I have been very close to breaking even at some points, like this date on the 13th of October. Unfortunately, the end of the month has slipped away. If we scroll down, if you saw my last video, I have got a pie now. We're going to ignore this at the minute. If you want to check that video out, just go back a video. It will be there for you. But we're going to ignore the retirement pie because unfortunately it mixes in with everything else in my investment screen. So 3M we have, it's down 4.62%. Only own one share. As you can see, I was up for the month at one point, and then towards the end of the month, it has just crashed back down. We've got AbbVie, we've got 2 shares of AbbVie, £131, we're down 4.5%. Again, if we go to the monthly figures, I was actually up at some point, but again, it's crashed like everything else. And then we go to Apple. I have 1 share of Apple, and we are 4.5% down on Apple. If we go to the monthly view, you can see I was actually up quite a lot at one point, but then unfortunately it's crashed again like everything else. AT&T, we have 8 shares, and we are down nearly 8% now on AT&T. If we go to the monthly view, you can see how much, again, it has dropped in the last month, struggling to recover. Coca-Cola, we've got 4 shares now, £148, which is 4.3%. I'm also slightly down, and as you can see, like all the other stocks, I've been in profit at one point, as much as $51, and then at the last minute, it has gone down again. Then we have GlaxoSmithKline, which is terrible at the minute. We're actually down 12% nearly, which is my worst performing in the portfolio. And as you can see from that chart, it has just crashed down again towards the end. And that's the state of play where we are at the minute. Johnson & Johnson has done a rundown. We've got 1 share of Johnson & Johnson. We're 7.5% down. It's not a bad graph when you look at it from the max. It's Johnson & Johnson, you know, but it has just had a tumble, and unfortunately I bought at the top and it has tumbled down. The last month, again, I was in profit at one point, but then the last half of the month it has just crashed down again. Legal & General, I now have 75 shares and I'm about break even, which I'm quite happy about. You can see from the month where it's been nearly as much as £2 a share. It's dropped back down to £1.84, but luckily I bought quite low. LTC, I've now got 5 shares, but unfortunately I am down 9% as well. Again, it's just tumbled down. If we look at the monthly view chart, I did break even at one point at the beginning of the month, and then it's just rolled down, unfortunately. We're going to Microsoft. Microsoft is pretty much holding its own, just down a little bit. The last month, you can see I was up substantially at one point at $2.22, but it's lost $20, unfortunately, rolling down from the second half of the month. I'm not worried about Microsoft in the slightest. It's just on one of those little dips, unfortunately. Old Republic International, I've had some really good dividends from. I own 13 shares now, and it's doing quite well. It's one of the best performing in my portfolio at the minute, despite all the troubles that we're having this month. It's nearly 4% up, and it was up a lot more at one point in the month as well, although it has been down at the start. And that's the overall trend there for you. Okay, Raytheon Technologies, 3 shares, and 9% down, unfortunately. For the month, I was in profit towards the middle of the month, and then it has just dropped off a cliff, unfortunately, this last week of the month, like everything else. Then we go on to Realty Income. I'm down 7.5% at the minute. And again, I was up at the beginning of the month, and then it has crashed down again, unfortunately, to $57.91 from $63.50. Shell, Royal Dutch Shell, have increased to 20 shares. I keep saying I'm not going to buy any more, but then it just keeps getting lower and lower. And I ended up buying some at like £8 something. It dropped that low, but we are still down 9%, £20. And as we can see by the chart, it is making a little bit of a comeback. 5% up this month it has been, but it was as low as £8.55 a share at one point, and I was bricking it. I don't know about you guys. But they've luckily increased the dividend by 4% this month, apparently. So that'll be nice to get the extra income coming through from Royal Dutch Shell. And also, I believe that the position where it's in at the minute is just untenable. It's got to go up at some point, surely. You guys agree with me? We move on to the Vanguard 100. We are 7.5% down. We've had some bad Brexit news again this month. We've had the possibility of the second lockdown, which is unfortunately has become reality now, and also we've just had the fear of the virus around at the minute. So it is down for the month. We're down 4%. It's making a bit of a U there, but yeah, it's not good at all, really. I'm just going to keep buying down on that one, as it is a good dividend payer. It is still paying a dividend. FTSE All World High Dividend. It's pretty much breaking even. It's down 2.21%. I've got 3 units at that. And like every other stock I own, it was up at one point in the month and then it has dropped down. Although it's making a slightly good comeback the last couple of days. And that's it, guys. That's the portfolio. If we look at the allocation, I haven't got 31 investments. I've got about 16. All those other investments are for my growth retirement pie, which we're going to ignore on this. But Microsoft was my biggest position last month, and as you can see, the value of Microsoft has dropped. I've bought more Royal Dutch Shell, so that's the allocation. Royal Dutch Shell is 8.5%, followed by AT&T, Old Republic International, which gives me a fantastic dividend. I love Old RI. Microsoft, followed by Vanguard, Coca-Cola, GlaxoSmithKline, Legal & General, AbbVie at just under 6%, LTC, Raytheon, 3M. Then we've got the other ETF, Vanguard FTSE 100 at just under 5%, Johnson & Johnson, Apple, and Realty Income, which I need to add into all of these bottom ones soon. I'm going to try and keep a balanced portfolio as best I can. So they're the ones I'll be investing in next. As you can see under that, these are all of my growth pie charts for my retirement, and they're just taking up a fractional section of my portfolio. So that is my portfolio, guys, for the month. What do you think? How have you guys done as well? Let me know in the comments. Are your portfolios down like mine? Or is it just me? I mean, if there is another crash coming, I see crash as a sale, really. I'm not worried about a crash. You guys all know I'm in this for 14 years at least, investing money into it for 14 years. And I'm not worried about a crash, but it does frustrate me to see my portfolio down. Let's go into the history of what we've had this month. So, ignoring the pie information, we've bought this month 2 AT&T, we've bought 2 Royal Dutch Shell, we've bought 1 LTC, we've bought 30 Legal & General, followed by another 10 Legal & General, we've bought 2 FTSE 100s, we've bought 5 Old Republic Internationals, we've bought another 25 Legal & Generals. We've also bought a Raytheon Technology, we've bought 5 Royal Dutch Shells, and we've bought 4 GlaxoSmithKlines. That's what we've bought for the month. Dividend-wise for the month, we've had a 31p dividend from Realty Income, we've had a £1.12 dividend from the FTSE All World High Yield, we've had a 99p dividend from the Vanguard FTSE 100, and we've had a 54p Coca-Cola dividend, and we've also had a 38p LTC dividend. So that's the dividends now, up to £7.15, sorry. Let's jump out of the phone now and we'll take a look at some more details on my actual return on income. So there you go, guys. That's where I am at the minute. Not great. Could be worse. Anyway, that was the phone. That's where I currently am with my trading. I'm just going to pop up the screen now, a couple of screenshots about what I've actually bought this month and the dividends that I've received this month and so far this year. And then we'll take a look at my rolling return on income, my actual true P&L. As you can see on the screen now, we're just going to flick through them all. I'm quite happy with my dividends and how they're going. They are increasing every month, although November is going to be a dip. December will be a big dividend month for me. December will be a good one. As we go on to the final screen now, and as you can see, that's how much I've invested in the top right, actual money in. And my return on income is just below 1% now. It's worth saying that last month I was on 5%, which is really good for 4 months of work. But unfortunately, this bad month has just knocked that all the way down to 0.9%. So that's where I am. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you want to try Trading 212 and you haven't done it yet, I've got a referral link below. You get a free share, I get a free share. If you'd be massively helpful if you could like, subscribe, and share the video to help the channel out. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to give a giveaway away when I get there. And I'm also going to do £1,000 challenge as well on my stocks. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you all watching. See you on the next video.